What's going on? Born for Sports. You've come to the 3:30 Roundtable Show, and we got a special guest today. My guy, super fan. And if you don't know this man, hey, I don't know where you've been hiding, especially if you're a Giant fan. Let's give a welcome to the show to my guy, Jasmeet Giant Singh. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man?
Yes, sir.
I'm
Yes,
sorry,
sir.
I'm not a fully in Giants gear today. Right now it's Saturday, lazy Saturday that you call.
Nah, it's all right, brother. It's
I'm
all right. That
chilling in my
big
house.
thing.
Just celebrated Diwali yesterday. I'm still in that mode. Um, but yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
happy
happy. I'm
birthday to
happy.
you, brother.
I'm finally here. Um, Talking to you guys. I owe you guys. I always owed you guys one, and I've been pushing it back since week 2 or something, right? Since
Yeah, it's all right,
we
brother.
want to do that, yeah. But yeah, apologize first, first and
Nah,
foremost. But
no,
yeah,
man.
I'm
No
here now.
need, brother. You are a very busy man, and anyone in the Giant Nation circle knows you'd be doing your thing, brother. So I appreciate
Trying,
you
man.
jumping on this show
Trying
today.
to bring the positive vibes. Trying to keep the positive vibes.
Yeah,
Trying to put like fan base together, not like fight or like not like I know people do argue, and we have to. I mean, especially with like a decade of bad football, bad product on the field.
yeah,
Yeah, people do raise questions,
yeah,
but after all, it's just one big family that we are. We still love. I know that's where all that frustration comes because when you love something the most,
yeah. No
and
question about it.
that's what me and Joe when we talk about it sometimes, and he always tells me, dude, like watch what you say on the internet, on Twitter or like Instagram, because sometimes it comes back and hurt you, and be prepared for all those negative comments, negative like feedbacks, because people are frustrated. And if you are trying to bring anything positive, they'll be like, oh yeah, you're a blind fan, you're like not one of those like serious fans who want the team to succeed. You just want to be one of the mediocre fans who are happy with like team with like 8 wins, 9 wins, 10 wins, whatever, and
Yeah,
not
yeah,
missing the playoff, that kind of thing.
yeah,
But yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring all the hype. Like that's why I mean I don't like to go to the game knowing that we're gonna lose, but I still
I'm
go.
trying to tell them.
I still go with the smile, whatever. I still try to hype up there. Okay, whatever. We're probably going to a rough time, but it is what it is. We definitely gonna be good. It's New York. New York sport might be down right now, but it will come back up. We will have parades. We started with one already, New York Liberty. They won
Shout
the
out to the
championship.
Liberty.
Shout out to Liberty. Yankees were very close. I know you didn't like it, but I mean,
No, listen.
didn't.
No. I don't hate the Yankees, bro. I don't hate the Yankees. Hey, listen, I'm a Mets fan. Everybody know I'm a Mets
Yep.
fan. And we had a good year. I had a very happy joy ride of a season, but we fell to the Dodgers. And when the Yankees got in, hey, I was like, hey, if they win it, hey, they win it, whatever.
Yeah, but it
So,
Dodgers were too good overall, better product. Surrounded everything, offensively, defensively, everything. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm taking the topic away, but yeah, I
no,
mean,
all good, all good.
that's why I didn't say anything bad about the Yankees. I mean, I was frustrated. I one shot like they didn't put too good stuff. I mean, I guess they were strong offensively, but they did not show that offensive. That's
Yeah,
why having Juan Soto, having all these stuff, I don't know if that makes sense, because have better players who can actually shine for you, who can actually make a difference,
in the
not just
clutch.
yeah, exactly, and not just blindly pay money. I would
Yeah,
definitely pay him, yes, because he's been a difference maker. But then we do have holes on the other sides as well.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's the mistake that Giants have done in the past. We have overly paid for talent, and
Mhm.
then it has come back and bite us.
Yeah,
When over the course of years, that player might have not produced the way it's supposed to produce,
right.
and we've been stuck with whatever.
And you are so right on that. The names says it all. Kenny Galladay. I mean, we paid that guy. We thought we was
And
gonna
he
get
was
another.
good in Lions. He was
Yeah,
great. he was the guy who made Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford,
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford. That's why he was like what first round. He was what pick two, pick one? No,
Yeah, I think he was what Stafford. Stafford was the
Stafford,
number one overall pick.
number
Yes.
one overall, right? And
Yeah.
Bradford was number two, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Okay.
believe so.
I
Yeah.
always get confused with their names. Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. So yeah, look at Matthew Stafford. He retired. He didn't retire. Bradford retired. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Bradford.
Matthew Stafford. Same thing.
Hmm.
Matthew Stafford had a weapon, and he was good over there. But as soon as he came to the Giants, maybe he didn't produce.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't
Yeah.
have talent around
Yeah.
him.
He
Whatever.
comes to the Giants, like you said, and doesn't produce. Just never got off the field, never got on the field enough. Then when he was out there,
Even
it was kind
Tate.
of like he was
Even
a
Tate.
zombie.
When we had Golden Tate.
Golden
Golden
Tate,
Tate
yeah,
was same exact reason. Golden Tate
yep,
was a great player.
yep,
Didn't
yep,
produce for Giants.
yeah.
But
It's just been that kind of way, man. The Giants just have not, when they have went to the well for those key positions and say, we're just gonna pay whatever the cost and bring them in and let's see, and it doesn't work out. In the NFL, we all know it. It starts with the draft. That is where it starts. That's your foundation. If you don't draft well, you don't do well. It don't matter how much you sign a guy. There's going to be so many holes after that you can't get out of that quagmire. And that's the cycle the Giants have been. 2022 was great. It was a great feeling. I didn't expect that 2022 season. I think even the most top Giant fans like yourself didn't
no one
expect that.
expected it to be that good. 10 to what was that? 10. We had a 9-7 record? No,
Yeah, 9-7-1 record, I believe.
9-7-1 record, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That one famous tie against the Washington.
Yeah.
Right? And we're talking about that on the Washington week, right?
Yeah,
But
of course.
yeah, so it was a good season. We didn't expect us to win 9 games, that year. We started what 5-1 or 6-1 or something. No,
6-1,
5-1.
dude.
5-1 we started, and we
Yeah.
lost the seventh game. Yes, so it was
Yeah.
5-2, and then that's how we. But
Yeah, and it
yeah,
was a great season, man. It was a fun season. And
it
see,
was very
like,
fun.
Jose has entered the chat. Jose, what's goody, bro?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Look
Just
at
take-
that.
How's it going?
Yeah, what's good, guys? Yep. Middle
Yes,
of
sir.
the yard sale here right now with my boy Steven, with my wife right here. We're just like, we're in the process of moving to Pennsylvania, so it's been
Wow.
an adventure here.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Wow, nice.
Yeah.
We're in Pennsylvania.
Levittown,
Levittown. I don't know what that is.
Bucks County. If you cross,
Oh, it does. Okay, I get
you
it.
cross the Trenton Makes Bridge.
Yep. So
then
you're close
in
to. You're
Levittown.
going to be close to. What do you call? What's the Elmo Park? What's that called? Sesame. Sesame
Yeah.
Street. I think that's what.
Oh yeah, we're 10 minutes away from
Yep.
Sesame.
Yep. Because I go there a lot. That's how I know Bucks County. But my brother lives in Norristown, so that's close to Philly.
That's dope. That's dope. Where my guy at?
I think he probably.
I think he lost him.
Yeah.
Jose,
Probably.
you there, brother? All right, he'll come back in. But yeah, man. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, Jose, we got you.
All right. It's the reception is choppy here.
Yeah. So we were just talking about basically the Giants, how they haven't gotten out of their own way the last few years. And, we just got to do better with this roster. And, how 2022 was a great unexpected year.
Yeah, the thing is just that, that was the 2 steps that we needed to take. But then the 2 steps back has been these last 2 years.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Let's talk about it.
This year draft, I will still not put this year draft as a fail, because this year draft, every single person has actually produced.
Oh.
Look
I
at Drew
love this
Phillips. Look at Tyron Tracy.
Hold on,
Tyron
guys.
Tracy,
Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead,
Tyron Tracy has been a gem, man. That kid had me forget every other every other running back.
Yeah.
He actually reminds me of Tiki Barber.
Yeah.
He's not up to that point yet. He's still too early, but
Yeah.
the way he runs, the way he jukes, the way he finds his ways.
Yeah.
The offensive line has improved. What we had with Barkley.
Time, man.
Yeah,
for that
yeah, for
responsibility.
sure.
But
I love
overall,
what
I
I
would
see from
say,
Tyrone Tracy,
overall, I
man.
would say,
Yep.
it's
So what
like,
are you gonna
yeah,
do with the
he's
season? Ty? You're not gonna
Tyrone
still
Tracy's gonna hit a gem.
to,
With him
I mean, the Giants.
Yeah,
paired with Singletary,
it's only like an hour away.
why not? You know,
Yeah, yeah. I definitely I love what I seen from Tyrone Tracy. I mean, like you said, he's got that it factor. To me,
the mobility.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know if he can. I don't know if he can use him a lot for screen passes or not, but I've not seen him that much on a screen pass. I think they use Singletary for that a lot,
yeah,
right? But
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
not-
Well,
other than
I
that, I mean,
have
You
seen
gotta
him.
see that
I have
seven,
seen
man.
him
You got
as the third down back when
gas,
they were starting
water.
Singletary,
It's the
and
only
then
thing to cover the tour.
eventually, he basically took the job when Singletary got hurt. But this kid's got a background when he used to be a receiver in college, and then he converted to running back.
Yep.
So I love what I seen. Like you said,
That's
he's
what
got
that's
that
what
deep in him.
I think that's what they were talking about when I think someone posted, maybe Fireside. I think Fireside Giants posted it that this was his second game when he had like a great running game. I mean, he's been new to this position. It's not
Right.
like he's been doing running back, for a while. He has
Yeah.
done, I think, he has done like handful of games in the college. He was majority of the time he was a receiver. So I mean, he's been good.
Yeah. No doubt about
Tyler
it.
Newbin at the safe spot. I mean, that's
Yes.
that's amazing.
Let's talk about this draft class because, like you said, I think Joe Shane hit it on the head. I mean, every pick has contributed. The first round pick, we all know what Malik Neighbors is about. We already know he's going to be a great receiver.
I mean, he's been on and off. I mean, last week he did
drops
drop
are a problem.
passes.
The drops are a problem.
Yeah,
No doubt
drops
about
are
it.
a problem. But think about it. Beckham had drops too earlier in the
Yes.
phases. That's
Yes.
where that chemistry comes in. That's where
Yes.
you need that quarterback. I mean, we had Eli Manning, 2-time Super Bowl champion, throwing to Beckham, right? In his
Yeah.
early phases. Still,
Yeah.
he was dropping it. I mean, it's not like, but all those drops decreased as we progressed.
Exactly. Got to give this kid time. I've never been alarmed about it. I know I've seen some Giant fans kind of complaining and stuff, but at the end of the day, he's a rookie. Rookies are going to make mistakes, man. No rookie is perfect.
I just get the frustration just because I know that for the fact that he drops at the key time, like the time when it's like we need that third down. We need to convert that third down into a first down. That's when he drops it. I mean, that's the same issue with what's his name, Wandell too. I mean,
Wandell's been doing that a lot.
Wandell did that a couple of times. I mean, we would have won that game. What was that game against when Wandell was on a slant route?
Cincinnati. That was a Cincinnati game.
Cincinnati game. That was Cincinnati, right? When he was right at the logo, right in the middle, and he dropped that pass.
Yeah,
it was a very easy pass. It was right on his chest. Like, I mean, he would have not.
Too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even in Pittsburgh too. Yeah, Pittsburgh. So all these losses that we have had this year has been like very, very like we would have easily converted those into wins. And this is one of those years when Eli was a quarterback at one time. I know that one year when all these one possession or less losses that we have had, that we should have thought like, okay, we should have, if we would have had one good play, we would have converted this. Even against Cowboys. We were so close in the Cowboys game. We were so close under that bright lights of MetLife, beating Cowboys for so long. But what happened? Same thing. The karma, man.
Yep.
It was just. It's funny that you mentioned that because in 2015, the offense left the field with under 2 minutes, 5 or 6 times with a lead, with a 1-score lead. They left the field. And the Giants went 0-6 in those games
because the Giant defense could not
stop anybody.
Plays. Yep. Let's go to the chat, fellas.
Eli was there. Yeah, Eli gave them the lead, but it's just we couldn't hold it.
So let's go to the chat. Tyquan Lewis, what's goody, bro? Our draft class is good. Yes, indeed it is. As we are talking about, as Jasmine and Jose are talking about as well. The draft class has been really good. Yeah, I mean, look at from the first all the way. Yep. You got Malik Neighbors, the second round pick Newbin. He's been playing well too. He hasn't made a lot of splash page people want to talk about, but he has been sound. He's been doing his thing. I love what I've seen from him. Hey, Phillips, this kid, I know he had kind of a tough time last week or whatever, but which was probably the first game that we could say that. But hey, listen, this guy has been all over the place. He came into the game as the top-rated rookie corner in PFF. He's been really good. Physical, not afraid to come up and hit, sticky coverage. I just want to see him get his hands on some balls, but that'll come. That'll come when it comes. But yes, he is a dog. That dude is.
He is. I like Tyler Lubin and I like Phillips.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely. And even Theo Johnson. Theo Johnson's been starting to come along.
Theo just got the ball last week, and you saw the difference, right? I mean, he was not being getting thrown out a lot because I think we were too much involved with Bellinger, maybe, but Bellinger is not a blocker. Theo is a blocker. No. Theo was blocking when Tyron Tracy had that big run. It was amazing, Yeah. I mean, and I think what's his name? I think Bobby Skinner. He do a lot of breakdowns, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think he was. I think he did mention it in one of his breakdowns. Like, yeah, I mean, he's great. I mean, Theo could be one of those tight ends where you could just throw it to him and he will grab it.
I love his skill set. When the draft came, I love what I was so happy we drafted that kid because I felt like he had that skill set that for the modern day tight end you need in offenses that score points. He actually reminded me a lot of Darren Waller, to be honest. Not to mention his name,
And on that one play that got called back on that touchdown in Pittsburgh last week, Theo Johnson.
Oh, that was a Myrick, right? Myrick was that?
Was it Myrick? I thought it was Theo Johnson.
No,
it was Manhurts.
Manhurts, not Myrick.
Manhurts.
Manhurts.
Call. Oh, another bad call against the Giants. What else is new?
What else?
We got plenty of bad calls last week. We got roughing the
kicker. How do you call that illegal shit?
How would you not call that roughing the kicker penalty?
Come on.
Exactly.
Yes. And of course, that was the punt return.
And have them come all the way down and score on us?
Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable.
You did not see that he was on top of a kicker? And then now, look at it.
Yeah.
Look what happened.
And a lot of those things happen when you go to Pittsburgh. We
lost them, and then it's just. I mean, that Pittsburgh game was like a really heartbreaking one, though.
Yeah. Hands down, Shane's best class, but might be his last.
Let's get to the chat. Big Dash, what's goody, Big Dash? Hands down, Shane's best class. If he's
going in the right direction, I would say it's probably not his. I don't know. I mean. If they have to make a change, they have to make a change somewhere. I don't know. I mean, I still have a feeling they might gonna give Dable and Shane another chance.
I think so too.
They cannot have another regime leaving MetLife without picking their own quarterback. I mean, I know I wish this would have worked out, but I think they deserve it. They
have to give Dable and Shane their own quarterback because
you got to
know what I mean. Like it should have been. They should have had their own quarterback. When they first got hired, because you know what, that gives them an opportunity to live or die by their guy. They're living and dying by a guy that was a reach on the 6th pick of the draft. That we knew it was a reach, and he's proving that it was a reach.
I mean, it's 6 years. It's 3 with the same coach. I just think Giant fans out there that now, first of all, everyone knows me. I have not been sold on Daniel Jones. I have not. I was hoping for the best coming into the season because I want to win. Just like you guys want to win, it's about the logo. I want to win games. I left the door cracked open to see. I was hoping. I say, if he can give us 25 touchdowns, 4,000 yards, hey, maybe we can be a playoff contender, a contender to make the playoffs. But obviously, he's showing what he is. We know who he is. That's the bottom line. Giant Nation just has, whether you're on the side of, I think it's not his fault. Whether you're on the side of, it is his fault. It's just not working. It's not working, and it's just time for it to be done and go. Simple. You know what I'm saying? It is what it
And
is.
that's what a lot of people don't understand. That people who support him right now is just because he wears blue. You know,
Yeah, that's all.
They
that's
blindly
what
support
that's
him.
what I do, and I say that proudly. I mean, like, you know, I will support him until he's in the middle, and he will
simple.
until and unless he's our quarterback. I will support him. Why would I go against my own guy? You know, like
Of
right
course,
now.
we don't
Okay,
want
we
that.
may have different like point of views. Yes, he's not our guy, but right now he is ours. You know,
Yeah.
why not? Just go
Unfortunately,
get
he is
together?
for the time. He is for the time being, but
He is for
also,
the time being, exactly. And
but
you don't know what after week 17 what holds him. But
exactly.
until then, I'm
But
gonna
this
support him.
no
I want him
matter
to succeed.
no matter what, this will be the last you'll see of Daniel Jones in a Giants uniform.
If that
Because
if
the
that is
Giants,
the case, yeah, that's it. That's fine.
they will exercise. They will not exercise that option on his contract. You know, when the year is over, and they're just gonna let him roam free.
And think about it. A lot of people don't mention that, and you mentioned it just now. That the year contract, that the how it's been pictured, that's all because of Joe Shane. Joe Shane knew that this guy has to prove to earn another extension or whatnot, right? Or to be a franchise quarterback. So the way Joe Shane has like built his contract, it's that we can get out of this year.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You know, and everyone criticized, oh, how could you give him that money? No, guys, you got to look at the language of the contract. There was always an opt after the second year. As long as he doesn't get injured, they can get out of the deal very easily. So, yes, it looks like 4 years, $161 million, but in reality, it's a 2-year deal. And that was what Shane's business was about when he made that deal. That's all it is. So it protected them from being locked in with him, whether he isn't the guy or not, because they basically gave him that contract because they were coming off of a good season in 2022 where they made the playoffs. They were picking too high in the round to get a quarterback that year. They couldn't get a guy. They didn't want to. It would have been foolish for them to just say, you know what, unless we're just okay with tanking, we want to win games. Let's go ahead and just give them a 2-year deal and see where it goes. And go. It was based off a projection. Well, guess what? The projection is what we thought it would be. So it's time to move on. For now, like we're saying, he's a Giant. We're gonna want wins, but after the season, we know where this is trending. Let's get to the chat. Pops, what's going on? I always thought that a quick pass style offense has to be installed for Daniel Jones. The Giants also need a speedster that can take the top off the defense. Also a 12-person offense. Well, all right. So the speed thing, we have the speed thing, but he doesn't play. He doesn't play.
And that Jalen Hyatt, why is this not play? Why is he only getting targeted one time a game? Why is he only
not even? Sometimes it's not even. Sometimes
he doesn't even see the field.
And you know what?
Sometimes they put him in just to draw that flag, just to draw that play action, or or maybe interference. You know, that's about it. I mean, if he's that kind of guy, then why did you reach for him? You know, I mean, you saw what he was. He was there. He actually, when he played in college, that's all he played with. You know, he was
you know, and it's just like it's ridiculous. You have the speed there, but you're not utilizing him. He's on the bench. I got to see what the percentage of snaps he plays per game.
It's not
because I bet you it's low.
But that's the thing. I see the snap counts. I'm sure Dable knows that the plays that they are very constrained, very limited when it comes to him connecting with Daniel Jones connecting with Jalen Hyatt. Maybe that could be the reason, because if Daniels cannot throw 40-50 yards down the field, and that's where Jalen Hyatt can actually catch, he cannot catch like less than 40 yards or whatever, you know, then maybe that's why that play is not coming up.
And another thing,
that's the only reason I can think of. I mean, other than that, you have a guy that you reach for. You have the guy that you always wanted it, you know, and then everyone was excited for it. You gave him number 13 for a reason, you know.
And then we don't play him.
Where is he on the field, you know?
Yeah. And why does it have to be? See, this is why Coach Dable, I like Coach Dable, but he's got to answer. There's got to be some answers here. Because why is this turned into either you're going to play Darius Slayton or you're going to play Jalen Hyatt? Why can't we have these guys on the field all at the same time? What is going on here? I don't understand that.
When is the deadline for a trade? I have
This week.
This
It's
week,
this
right?
Tuesday. This
Yep.
I think
Tuesday.
what I'm thinking, what I was thinking, I was talking to this on Big Blue United as well. I talked to one of those guys as well.
Shout out to Big
I
Blue
think
United.
I think what they're doing, or what I'm thinking, what they're doing is they're actually creating a stake for Darius Slayton, if it's
Yeah.
possible. They're creating a stake high, and then if they can get something out of him, or like not just walk him or whatnot, and
Yeah.
that if Darius Slayton leaves by Tuesday,
Yeah.
which I
They
highly
have to
doubt
trade
it.
him,
I highly doubt it because he is the only receiver who can actually catch a ball from Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
if he leaves, then
And I'm glad you said that.
then
I'm
we
glad you
might
said that,
see a
Jasmine.
lot more of Jalen Hyatt down
I'm
the
glad you said that, Jasmine.
Yeah.
So that goes back to what I'm saying of why does it have to be Slayton or Hyatt? Why can't it be both? Is this something that they're just like, when Daniel Jones sees Slayton on the field, I'm just going to target my buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on? Because I've seen plays where Hyatt is open, okay, and they don't give him the ball. Well, whatever reason it is, you can give me maybe not enough time to throw the ball downfield. You could give me, basically it's just he's not running a good route. I have seen plays where he has been over, but also he doesn't get enough plays on the field to show what he can do.
Exactly.
And when they bring him on the field, it's like they're giving it away that they're going to go deep. Everyone on the field knows it now. So now you're only playing him a handful of plays, and every time he's in the game, the defense knows, okay, they're going to go deep because Hyatt's on the field. So you're basically giving away and what your plans are.
Tipping your play. Yeah, you're tipping your play.
So now you make them useless now doing that. And now I just don't understand why is it that way. I like that kid in Tennessee. He was a Biletnikoff winner. So obviously there is something there. You took him. Third round pick is a high equity enough pick that he should be a staple in this team and on this offense. And I just don't understand why it is that way.
I just don't understand it either. And you know what? And to your point, it's like, exactly like when he's on the field, the Giants are going to be throwing it deep. And you know what I mean? Why not use him in, a little bit more quicker slants and have him use the speed that way and get some, yards after catch?
Yes, he can show the separation. He can separate himself from the defender, so why not? I mean, exactly, like quick slant routes that could work with him and Wandale. I mean, both are on the same height,
I mean, why is it we could see Wandale drop a pass every 3 plays, but we can't see Hyatt
dropping? I mean, I don't see everything, but unless he's dropping, unless they're not seeing something from him. But yeah, I mean, it's a big question mark. I mean, he showed a lot of potential in the training camp from last couple of years. Why not? Why?
And that's another point. I'm glad you said that, Jasmine, because when all we saw in training camp was how Jalen Hyatt is making catches, making plays in practice. They're going deep. Daniel Jones is finding them, but boom, 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 and then all of a sudden, game start, we can't see him on the field. I don't understand that at all.
I don't understand that either. I don't.
I've been to almost every single like practices, and like Jalen Hyatt was always there. Like he's always there. He's always catching passes from either him or from the backup,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's that kid. That kid shows. I mean, he shows up. Even when he was asked, he always stayed humble. I mean, he's one of the nicest kid I've seen. I mean, on that team. But he's not getting his chance, and he wants to prove.
He does. And, you see it in him. You see it the way he runs. You see it.
And he's handled. And he's
handled. He has controlled his emotions. He has controlled his emotion. He's not letting it out. Even if he doesn't get a chance, if he doesn't get a snap in a game, you don't see that change on his face. He still smiles. He still celebrates with neighbors, or he still celebrates with the other, with other his teammates, whoever scores.
Yeah, I think he's handled this thing with a lot of class.
Culture that we need. That's a perfect culture.
Because let's be honest, the kid can actually, if he wanted to go rogue and do what these dudes do with today's athlete, he would actually be kind of justified to complain to the media and whatever. But he's handled it with class. He's done it the right way. I don't understand it. And to me, Coach Dable's going to have to do something about that. Now, does it mean maybe we need to talk about his future? Now, like we've talked earlier, I don't believe we need to get rid of this regime. I am tired of taking new regimes every 2 years.
I'm
it's
not
bad culture. It's bad culture. You keep doing that. Guess what? You're basically neutering yourself with the best candidates out there anyway, because they're not going to want to come to a situation.
And that's why we've been a laughing stock. That's why we've been a laughing stock, because everyone thinks, oh, Giants going to be 2-win season, 2-win, 3-win season. Oh, Giants going to change everybody. Giants going to change everybody. No,
you can't do it.
No, why can't we just find a solution and work towards it?
And it doesn't work out.
Why do we always have to change? Why is change the only solution?
Because you know what, people want the knee-jerk reaction. You know what I mean? People are, especially New York fans, are emotional creatures, because you know what? It's like this. It's like as soon as something goes wrong, there's no patience with this fan base. There's no patience in this city. So you know what? The moment something goes wrong, well, I want to change it. I want to change it. Not knowing that once change comes, you know what? Now you have to start all over again.
Yep.
Now you have to go out and, you know what, make sure you get your guys and get a new regime. And everyone has to get used to the new regime. No, you guys need to be patient. How many people in 1983 wanted Bill Parcells fired after a 3-win season? And look, you know what I mean? Look how many people wanted Jim Fossil fired after they went 8-8. And then I believe they went 7-9 or 6-10 in 1999.
I mean, even Tom Coughlin, when he had a couple of bad seasons after winning Super Bowl, I mean, people wanted. I mean, and he had a pressure. That's why he left. Remember, when he left that podium, when he said it, you know, I mean, I'm done. You know,
I mean, Tom Coughlin.
And they were fans. They were fans that oh, we need a fresh start. We need a fresh start. You know, this is not how we can end. You know.
Yep. I just think
there were some real fans that actually said, "Hey, don't let Tom Coughlin go." You know. Tom is the guy that we have the Giants. You know, he made that team.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And go ahead, Jose.
I'm sorry. How many I'm just wondering, and just out of curiosity, how Tom Coughlin would have did in 2016 with that defense.
I have to go back and check. Yeah.
I think he would have did very well. I think he would have did very well, because that was the problem in 2015. 2015 problems was they couldn't stop anybody.
Who was our defensive coordinator back then? Gilbride?
It was I think it was Spagnola. And then there was the year that we had
2016 was Spags. The Spags had came back.
It was a Spag and Kevin, right? Spag and Kevin. Kevin was our offensive coordinator. Gilbride?
It wasn't Kevin Gilbride. It was Ben
2016? 2016, Ben McAdoo was running the offense.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Gilbert was gone back then, right?
Yeah. So to Jose's point, he's saying basically what Jose's saying is in 2015, the biggest problem with the Giants was their defense was awful. They couldn't stop anybody. They made the change in the offseason with Coughlin. And then 2016, they loaded up in free agency. They went and got Olivier Vernon. They went and got DRC. Landon Collins had his breakout year. Spags came back, and then they gave the job to McAdoo to run the head coach, and he also ran the offense, and they had a good year that year. So I definitely agree with Jose. Basically, if maybe we would have just held on 1 year and made those necessary changes, you never know. We could have made a really good run, because we all know how good a coach Tom Coughlin is, a future Hall of Famer, by the way, in due time. Sooner or later, he's getting in. He's got the resume.
He's probably going to get it next year. I think.
Wouldn't that be something if Coughlin and Eli get in at the same time? That would be poetic justice.
And what's his name? A couple of more guys, right, from the Giants.
Tiki Barber is on. He made the semifinalist list. I believe Carl Banks is on the list too.
Banks is long overdue.
Is it Leonard Marshall? No.
I don't know.
Leonard Marshall definitely eligible.
I mean, he's eligible. He's the third sack leader on our team. You know.
Yeah. Probably gonna be tougher for him, but I would definitely say Carl Banks, Tiki, Eli, Coughlin. Those are the top four in whatever order you want. Most likely,
I definitely have to be. I mean, I don't see any other coach besides him. You know.
I think the two guys that are definitely really great chance this year coming up will be Coughlin and Eli. But
that happens, I'm going to Canton, baby.
Oh man, yeah, that's Man, I don't know if I could do it, but I'm gonna try because that is something to see.
I've already told my family. I'm like, I'm going there on a 3-day tour, 3-day trip. I'm gonna go watch that game. Never been to Canton, Ohio, so that's gonna be a great time for me to go. And
well, I did something bold. I actually booked a hotel.
Look at Red Commander 1 says, y'all scared this weekend? You should be. Now, we're not scared, brother. We're not scared.
Why would be scared of a team that has more name changes and playoff wins in the last
Exactly. Let's calm down, Commander.
Thank you for bringing that up.
We'll get to y'all in a minute, okay? But let's chill out.
That's fine. It's just that first year that you enjoy this run, enjoy this ride, and that's it. I mean, I know we all know Jaden Daniels was good. He is good. I'm not denying it. We wanted him, right?
Yeah, he's really good.
No, I mean, if you guys can ride with him, go ride with him.
Absolutely.
But I'm not going to be scared of him. I think we have a pretty good defense that can actually hold him.
Yes, we
and
do.
Especially it's a legacy game, man. I mean, we have to protect. I mean, regardless of what happened in last 8 weeks, let's just bring our A game. The crowd's gonna be fired up. Crowd's gonna be fired up. It's a LT game. It's a LT bobblehead. Bring that energy. Bring that dog in you. And then go after Jaden Daniels. I mean, Jaden Daniels was almost there to lose last week.
Go out there like a bunch of crazy dogs and have some fun.
Yeah.
And the Giants have that pass rush to get that done.
It's not like Jaden Daniels had a. I mean, okay, he had a great throw. I mean, but it was anybody's game. In the last week. I mean, Browns were there.
I mean, let's be honest. They made a coverage. There was a cover. It was a blown assignment.
It was just
there was
blown
no
coverage.
way that guy was supposed to be behind.
Browns were too early to celebrate that game. Like,
Stevenson.
They thought then he's not gonna make it or whatnot, or they're gonna deflect it. They even tried to deflect it, but it went right in the hands of.
And why would you want to deflect it behind you? You're supposed to deflect it down. So that was more that made no sense to me.
Remember, same exact thing happened in 2011 Super Bowl when Giants tried to deflect it and it was going right in the hands of Gronkowski, and it actually went down. If you think about it, I mean, Gronkowski was a couple of feet away from the ball. This was right in the hands, but it was kind of the same thing. When we were trying to deflect it and it was just tipped backwards, but Gronkowski couldn't hold it and then the ball bounced on the ground.
Exactly. That didn't work that other way for us.
Exactly.
It wasn't our way.
I played football in high school, and you were always taught. I played defense. You were always taught when in that situation you smack the ball down. You never try to intercept it or try to try to deflect it. Always pat it down.
Absolutely.
And it's just like they did not. It was just like it was bad.
I think it was a tip. I think it was a tip, and then it went upwards. Yeah, upwards and back. Yeah.
Big Dash Nose says, I had that mindset too, but until you find the right one, you can't be scared. No doubt about it. When talking about the quarterback, TP Way the Giant, what's good, baby? Shout out to my fellow NYG lieutenant, TP Way. What's good, bro? He says, I'm going to Canton for sure. Peace, fellas. Yeah, I would love to do it, man. I ain't gonna lie. I would love to do it.
And I know,
might not be able to do it, but I would love
Jose just mentioned that, right? And then we cut you off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing.
You mentioned that you booked the hotel, right?
Yeah, I booked it in because
you already did, right? Yeah. And you're not the only one, bro. There are a few others that I've already spoken to from J18. They have already booked their hotel thinking that it's gonna happen. I have not done it. I mean, I don't know why I am like that, but I'm probably gonna do it soon too.
Superstition.
As soon as the tickets go up on sale or whatnot, it's probably gonna be somewhere in the off season.
Now's the time to do it. Now's the time to do it because once it's announced, those things are going.
How many more rounds do we have on that? I think they're in
one more. I think it's semi-final, right?
They're semi-finalists, right? Both of them.
I saw Coughlin made the next step, which is semi-finalist.
I think Eli too, right? Isn't it?
Eli did.
Yeah, I think Eli as well. No, is Eli in the final stage, or does it kind of go by? I got to double check that.
It's the semifinals and the final stage,
like,
and then they'll do they do the induction, or they do the selection.
Yeah, I'm gonna fact check that.
So Tiki went to up till the induction last year, right?
Yep, he was the finalist,
Yeah, he
but
was a finalist. He went to the
he
but
got
his
to the
brother got
last
the inductee. His brother won, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Rondé made it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rondé
But
got
that
it.
was
And
2
rightfully
years
so.
ago.
Rondé was really
Oh, that
good
was 2
too.
years ago.
Yeah, that
Was
was
it 2?
2 years ago
Oh,
that
that
he
was 2
was
years ago.
that
Okay.
Rondé got inducted.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
could
don't
be
think
mistaken.
TP got past semifinals though. Now that I just saw it, he didn't get past semifinals. So hopefully he can get more further now.
Yeah.
Big Dash
Yeah,
says
he's right.
we
Right.
can
We can come
revisit
back to
this
this.
conversation at the end of the season. I bet TP way the Giants talking to Dash. I already told wife, she said it's mandatory. So they're gonna be there. They're gonna be there at that. Man, I gotta
All right,
find a way to
let's
get
talk
there.
about Commanders and Giants since a couple of people were here, right?
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Commanders Giants. Listen, we know the story, we know the rivalry, and we also know what happened the last game we played them. A game the Giants should have won. First
if we
of all,
had a kicker.
If we had a kicker. First of all, exactly. First of all, bad job by
And the
Brian
same thing,
Dable
and same
and Joe
position we're
Shea
in
not
right now.
having
We don't have a
backup
kicker.
plan. Yeah.
We got to start a
I'm
rookie
point out to
kicker
you right now,
tomorrow.
McTominay, are you Rutgers?
Yeah.
You know, Rutgers
Yep.
kicker. That's what I'm excited
Yes.
for. Hopefully he
Yeah,
makes
and
it. Hopefully he doesn't
How
let us
about
down.
the irony of that? How about the irony of that? Now we need another kicker for this game again against this team.
Again, this is the third kicker.
It's
Third kicker,
insane.
But at least, you know what? But at least this time we are prepared. And we're not going in with the injured kicker thinking that, that he's going to be healthy or he's going to be good,
Because it cost us the game last time. You can make the case that was the best a game the offense had all season. They scored 3 touchdowns in that game, and they had no kicker to kick extra points. They had no kicker to kick field goals. So they kept having to go for it on 4th down every time, and it cost them the game at the end. And the Giants made terrible, dubious history as the first team to score 3 touchdowns, hold the opposite team to no touchdowns, and lose the game because they kicked like 7-8 field goals that day.
They did.
And you can make the case that changed the Giants' season, that loss, because that was a win they should have had, which is and we said this early in the show.
And it was week 2, right?
Week 2.
Yeah, week 2. I remember.
We get to 1-1 with a
think
division
about it.
win.
If you go back now, right? If you go back right now, losing at home on a home opener against the Vikings, right? And winning this game would have really put us like up high.
It really would have.
Who knows? We would have had a better run after that.
Exactly.
Exactly. It would have just put the battery in our back for the season.
We needed that spark right there. We needed that spark at that time.
Yeah. That was a big loss, and it was a division game. We all know how
because we were playing Cowboys the week after, right? Was it Cowboys week 3?
No, we played. Who did we play?
No, we played Cleveland when we won. We played Cleveland.
Yeah, so we could have built on that.
And then we came. Then we came back. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a big loss, and just a bad job by Shane and Dable not having a backup plan for that kicker situation. Knowing Gano was coming into that game hurt. Just a bad job. But this is a game I feel is more winnable than people want to admit. Jaden Daniels is banged up. That's number one. He's banged up, and he didn't look great last week. He made some plays when he needed. Give the kid credit. He's been a very good rookie this year, showing the stuff for the most part. Very tough. He showed a tough mindset last week coming into that game playing. We'll give him respect on that. But this is a game the Giants have a chance to win, believe it or not. People keep trying to say, and my keys to the game, I want to know if you guys agree. First of all, we got to run the ball with Tracy and Singletary. Now, we got to keep that offense off the field, keep our defense fresh. I look at it like this. Tracy, that he cleared concussion protocol last week. I wanted to see the carries going forward more dominant for Tracy than Singletary, but I would assume the Giants will kind of split it up a little closer this week based on Tracy's coming back so fast from the concussion. We got to run that ball again. We got to keep that team off the field. Give Daniel Jones play action.
We do. We really do.
We have to convert those third downs, man. We cannot just get off the field within 30 seconds of the clock. We cannot just we just cannot do that. We have to go down the field I would love a touchdown, but even if it's a field goal in first possession or whatnot, I will still take it. But at least score something. At least go in the other red zone. Don't just keep the ball here. Don't just go on 4 downs. We
Yeah.
have the players who make the plays, make it happen. That's it.
Yeah. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And I
Don't
just
just
feel
score
like
7 points, 3 points. Like, come on, guys. I mean,
yeah.
I just
we've
looked
had
this up.
games where we've been scoring 3, 2, 3 multiple touchdowns. Why can't we
It
just
drives me
stick
crazy.
to the same plan?
It is.
It
And I just
drives
looked
me
this.
nuts.
I just looked this up. The Commanders are giving up 140 yards of rushing per
Oh,
game.
wow. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So
Yeah.
big game for
140 yards
Tyron
of
Tracy, huh? We can have 2 back-to-back big games for Tyron Tracy if they wanna pick, like, put that together.
Absolutely. This is a game we can do it. So we have to run the ball, give Tracy the ball, control time of possession. TOP is going to be a big deal in this game.
Yep.
And if we can keep our defense fresh, it's going to help us a lot because we know they want to run the ball. So we got to make this, to me, with our offensive line issues, with Andrew Thomas not being there and having a Hubbard in the left tackle who I don't
And
even
you never know. This might be a last game for Ojulari too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They already
Absolutely.
With the trade deadline coming up.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
they already shopping for him. That what I've heard.
And I think it's the right thing to do. They gotta start thinking about this. With 2-6, we got some games that are going to be tough going forward.
I mean, Ojulari's good.
Hey,
He's
Ojulari's a free agent
somewhere else, but he's not going to be a starter at the Giants for sure.
And if you're the Giants, sorry, Jasmine, not to cut you off, but if you're the Giants, do you want to trust this kid with all the injury history to all of a sudden commit a big contract to him coming off doing this? I don't know. I can't do that. I'm sorry, especially when you already have Kayvon here.
When is KT coming back, Kayvon?
Man, they said 4 to 6 weeks when the injury first came. I think they're going to probably have to take their time with him. I'm not sure. I have not heard anything like he's ramping up or anything. It's just been about rehab.
Leaves. Let's say Ojulari leaves. This is a very bad spot too. I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on Burns and Dexter.
Yes, it does. But yeah,
then they can double team. Any team can double team Dexter for sure. Dexter, and then Burns is going to be Burns. Whatever.
How good is Dexter Lawrence, though, man? I'll tell you. How good is that dude, man?
That guy
is an absolute beast, man.
That guy can go over anybody,
Anybody, man. He's getting double and triple every snap and still makes plays. And if he doesn't make the play, he makes the play enough for his teammate to make the play.
He makes the impact that
yes.
either Burns and that's the kind of thing that we always wanted.
Yes, absolutely.
So run the ball with Tracy and Singletary. That was your first thing. What else? What other?
And also, no turnovers. And we need score some touchdowns in the red zone.
Exactly.
The Giants have come
the 20-yard line and then not scoring and then having to settle for field goals all the time.
It's ridiculous.
You know what I mean? Like
it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous already. You know what I mean? Like the red zone efficiency must be like atrocious.
It really is.
In the bottom
and that's what they work on. They work on that all that time in the practices. They were working on that 20-yard, 20-yard or less, all those plays. They do that. But why?
No doubt about it.
I mean, tough last week. I mean, couple of those red zone opportunities were actually taken away from those like stupid penalties when they were not supposed to be penalties, like that kind of thing. But I mean, regardless, you have to maximize.
You got to. I mean, how disheartening it is.
How much that 4 point can make a difference, that those extra 4 point can make a huge difference.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it's like how disheartening it is. We as season ticket holders, we go to the games and our team never scores touchdowns. We've scored one freaking touchdown the whole season at home, and that was a Tyrone Tracy touchdown. That's it.
Yep.
6 points, two field goals against the Vikings. Okay, we kicked nothing but field goals against the Cowboys. Okay, we scored a whopping 7 points against the Bengals, and meanwhile, I got to see the Bengals every week give up 30-something points to teams like the Ravens and the Browns and everybody. They're scoring going up and down. We scored one measly touchdown. Unacceptable 3 points against the freaking Eagles. It's time the Giants score some touchdowns, guys. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. I mean, I'm tired. So we got to definitely capitalize in the red zone when we get our chances, because we'll have chances. We went up and down the field on that defense the last time we played Washington. We'll have opportunities here. I really feel like that. What do you think?
I think he's on mute.
Jose, you there? Jose, if you can hear us, you're on mute, brother. There you go.
No, he's still not able. Yeah, I'm not able to hear him.
Yeah, he's gonna have to.
But yeah, I agree with you. We have to score touchdowns. There's no other way around.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
field goals can win the tie games, can win you the tie games, but field goal will not win you completely. You cannot. I mean, unless you're the Washington. Washington actually had seven field goals against us, and they won the game. But yeah, that's been
and that was a fluke because of the kicker situation. I mean, we can't have
you know what?
that.
And we need to win our first home game of the season. Come on.
Yes.
We're going to our like what fourth home game?
Yeah.
This is our fourth home game, and we haven't even saw a win. Come on, against your own crowd. I mean, in front of your own crowd, you're not winning a game. That's bizarre, man. That's bizarre.
Let's go to the chat while we wait for Jose to return. Big Dash says, "I'm not worried about this defense. It's the offense, and can we score points? Absolutely. The defense is not the issue. They lead the league in sacks. Okay, so the defense, and mind you, this is with a young secondary who has talent, but they are still learning and they're going to make mistakes. This Giant defense has really kept us in a lot of games. They've only had one game this year, one game where they gave up more than 21 points, and that was against the Eagles, okay? The only team. Every game, they have kept us in the game. Last week was no different. When you have a defense in today's NFL that doesn't give up more than 21 points, 9 times out of 10, you're going to win some games in the NFL if you have a good offense. And that's the issue. It's the offense. This Giant defense will keep us in the game. They've done it all year. I have no issues with them. Coming into the season, I said plenty of times, I said, hey, I feel like the Giants defense on paper has the best pass rush in the division. And eventually, with time going on, they stay healthy, they could actually come up to a top 10 to 12 unit in the NFL. Well, so far, the pass rush has been there. We've had some injuries in the secondary, so it is what it is. But I really feel like the Giant defense has made stride. There's a lot of building blocks on this roster, and most of it is on the defense. So I really think that's a good thing. Also, TP Way, the Giants says, I think the game will be nothing like the first. That may or may not be a good thing. Well, there's always going to be adjustments when it's divisional games. I'm sure they'll make adjustments on their end, and so will Dable. But I feel as of all the teams in the division, this is the team we match up better with. I really do.
And Daniel Jones plays better against this team than any other team.
Good? All right.
I'm good. It's a bad connection.
Guys, I might only have like maybe a couple more minutes.
No problem, bro. Yeah. So let's get to the last key that I have. Contain Washington's third rate rushing attack. The Giants pass rush can hunt on passing downs. There's no secret. Washington runs the ball well. You got Jaden Daniels. You know what that kid can do. He's a dual threat, very elusive, very tough to tackle. Brian Robinson, Eckler, they run the ball well on that team. They're third in the NFL with it. If the Giants can contain that rushing attack, it'll make it a lot easier for us to use our balls to attack the pass rush.
That's the thing. We're not good in rushing. We're not good at stopping the rush.
And that's a big problem.
We have given up a lot more. We have pass rushers, but we do not have anyone who can run block.
Absolutely.
We do have except Dexy. I guess that's about it.
Yeah, we haven't done a good job against stopping the run this
year. Mika and Bobby might have to play, like close to the line, I guess. I don't know. But
from what I see, we just don't get a lot of guys breaking, like getting off blocks. You know what I mean? Like for some reason this year, Okereke and McFadden have not really been great at kind of getting off blocks and making the plays. Dex is drawing a lot of attention. So that opens up things for someone to make plays. So it's got to be our linebacker core making plays. Hey, you got to get off blocks, man, and to stop the run. You know, I'm a point of attack guy. I've always been a point of attack guy on the lines. I'm into that. It works in the NFL. If you don't got linebackers that can get off blocks, it's going to be a long day because you can't expect your defensive linemen to make all the tackles, especially on the run. It's too hard. So you got to make plays.
If they consistently get to that second and third level on the run, then we're in trouble.
Big time, big time.
We're in big time, especially early.
If your safety and cornerback has to come up and then make that play, then that defense is gonna be all day long. You know, it's the all you want on there.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. So the Giants,
but you know what? Both defenses are probably the same thing. You know, they give up 140, 150 yards a game, right? Yes. I don't know what Giants do. Giants are probably up there as well, maybe more. You know, because Giants cannot stop run. So let's see. It's. I mean, I completely agree with you. Contain Jaden Daniels. That's it. I mean, he reminds me of RG3 when he was in his prime, you know, like all that stuff, like when he was able to throw and run at the same time, you know.
Yeah. I mean, when quarterbacks like him, sorry to cut you off, but when quarterbacks like that kid with that kind of talent, in my opinion, you have to make him stay. You got to try to keep him in the pocket. You got to take something away. You can't have him be a dual threat and do whatever he wants. It's too hard to stop that. It's just too hard. You know, he's going to run around, make plays already elusive. If you stop the run and take something away from him, and make him become a passer and keep him in the pocket for the most part, you can have some success, especially him being a rookie.
You really
have
can.
Some success against him,
you know,
that's a big deal.
But but the thing is that it's most importantly you have to stop the run. What we thought was going to be a strength of this defense going into this season has now become a weakness, and teams have run it against this team at will. Yeah. And I'm hoping that it's different tomorrow, but let's see.
Yeah, absolutely agree, Jose. And let's be honest, Roches has been a disappointment signing on this team. He's been a disappointment. He's been a disappointment.
Nacho.
Yeah. I mean, we brought him in to be that guy next to Dex to take care to run with him. He just hasn't gotten the job done.
You haven't heard his name at all. I mean,
at all,
really any tackle or anything. Yeah, I mean, he's been miss tackling a lot. You know, he's been missing his assignments. I mean, he probably tackles a different side. You know, when he wanted to go on the right. You know, like it's hard. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, at least our defense is making pressure. You know, I mean, if you want, I mean, at this point, I would actually, if you want to ask me, I would want Jaden Daniels to be in that passing mode than a running mode. You know,
yes, sir.
So we can actually put pressure when he's gonna go in the passing mode and get.
And this is a big game for Mr. Tay Banks as well. I need to see you play well against McLaurin.
If that bench has woken him up, I mean, I want him go attack. I mean, that quarterback that one play that showed your credibility, bro. I mean, I'm not saying anything. I mean, you're a great player. I mean, there's I'm not judging him or anything, but dude, that quarterback was not outside the white lines. He was not going outside. Why didn't you attack him? You were not getting flagged. I guess he was too scared to get a flag or something or unnecessary reference, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, Jalen Hurts got like a couple of more yards, and that converted him. You know, that kind of mindset, you gotta take it out. I mean, if you are a defender, you know, you have to bring your A game. I mean, don't worry about it. I mean, flags will fly, you know, regardless. Even if you talk to me, the flag will fly. I mean, NFL is so soft. You know,
it reminded me of that play with Matthias Kiwanuka in the 2006 season in Tennessee, where he
Young, right?
we almost had the game-winning sack on Vince Young, and he let him go, and Young ended up running for the first down, and Tennessee ended up kicking a game-winning field goal.
Right.
And it's just like that. It's just, I mean, plays like that can, change games. And that play right there really changed the game against the Eagles a few weeks
And it'll
ago.
have your
And
teammates, not for nothing.
unfortunately,
It'll also have your teammates looking at you with the side eye, like, "Hey, man, this guy's not invested. He's not about what we about. And can I trust this man on the other side of me to take care of business when we have to play assignment football? Can I trust this man that when we in the hunt, when we in the trenches, that he gonna go give it all like I do?" That's a bad look. So I'm expecting Tay to have a big game this week and make a statement that that's not who he is going forward.
Exactly.
Yep. So I'm gonna just get to the final score prediction. I think if the Giants win, they got to win an ugly game. They got to win an ugly type of game.
Mm-hmm.
They got to make this old school, NFC East battle defense, make plays, get grimy, get gritty. Giants 17-14 is my prediction. We win this week, man. What y'all think about that?
I think that's fair. I think if the defense does
fair.
its job,
I would give maybe 17-21. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just have a feeling that Giants might have that extra edge.
Yeah.
They have to score.
I'm going to say Giants 14, Commanders 13. It's going to come down to a last-second missed field goal by Washington.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
I think it's gonna have to be one of those grimy games, man. Play some tough defense. Both teams are gonna want to run the ball. Hey, you're at home. Protect the house. Protect the house, man. And listen. That's my prediction. But I hope it go a lot better than that. I want to see some scoring from our team, guys.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm tired of going there.
Score touchdowns, and protect the house. That's it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Man. I mean, we pay too much money to be going to watching games and we scoring 7 points, scoring 3 points. Enough of that. We got to score some points.
We got to score.
I need James Jones to step up. I need Dable to call good plays. I need Neighbors, Wandell, stop dropping passes. Let's go get some points, boys. Let's go get some points.
Exactly. Let's do this.
Yes, sir. Like at the end of the day.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on.
Jasmine, I appreciate you coming on.
It's an honor and privilege, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.
Yep.
Just a real privilege. Thank you for
outside of the tailgate. If not outside of the tailgate, I'll see if we can meet each other at during halftime or something.
No problem.
Right.
Absolutely.
If you guys come down, I'll be by section 114, 113. That side. Right. So if you guys want to come down around that. What was that, Casamigos bar?
Yep.
So our suites are the HCL suite is right over there. So so if you guys come around that area, then let me know. Hit me up.
Okay. Jasmine, before you go, I just want to say,
let's get that dub tomorrow.
Before you go, Jasmine, I just want to say thank you for coming on the channel. I appreciate you giving us your time. Everybody out there, listen, if you're ever at a Giant game and you run into this gentleman, give this man some love. One of the best people, and not even just Giant fans, because the man's a super fan, okay? This guy does it all, but one of the best people you're going to meet out here, man. Please give him.
You guys are doing a great job too, man. This is a great platform.
Man.
This is a great platform. And you cover everything, you cover Mets, Yankees,
man.
Rangers, let's run next. Yeah, let's do. I mean, once the Giant season's over, I'm all in for other sports,
Yeah.
Giants is something that comes first.
Like midway through the season, let's do a Ranger show.
Yeah, I'm done.
We could definitely do that, man.
I actually have a interview scheduled with one of the Hockey Nights channel in Canada.
Oh wow!
Great. Yeah, so they're doing they actually did a couple of Rangers games in Canada in our own language, because there are a lot of Indian population who follows hockey in Canada, and that's where we were. They actually had me on for a commercial.
I'll never forget that call. I mean, I hate the Penguins, but I'll never forget that call during the 2017 Stanley Cup Finals. That Bonino call. That was epic. That Bonino. Like that's just like
A lot of different languages that actually cover the ice hockey games.
Oh yeah,
I'm surprised. Yeah, they're few. So a lot of people have interest. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, man, for
That's
sure.
good. All right. So right now it's all about the Giants. Let's see. Let's hope we win.
Let's hope we win tomorrow, boys.
Let's hope we
Yes,
win.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
All right,
sir.
guys.
So that's
Have good fun at tailgate. Oh, by the way, if you're viewers and you guys also tailgate, right? So I don't know if you guys got an email from the Giants about that no charcoal and no
the fire
wood fire. Yeah, it's only going to be a propane because of the dryness in the air.
We have a propane girl, so we're good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So some people use charcoal ones, so that's why. I mean, my tailgate uses sometimes like charcoals when we do like pizza and stuff. So yeah.
Definitely.
So that's the thing for everyone. And also, if you're coming from the city, it's a marathon tomorrow for the TCS marathon. So give yourself enough time. I think they're gonna start blocking around 6 a.m. or something, 6 or 5 a.m.
Yeah, I heard something like that. Yeah.
So you might have to find different ways. I'm sure Google Maps already have it figured out.
Yeah.
And they already plan you out. But
right.
If you're coming from that side, yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
I'm only 10 minutes away from the stadium, so I'll be there in no time.
Yes, sir. You're good. Yeah, I'm coming from that side, but you're good. You're good. Both of you guys are good.
Alrighty.
Appreciate you stopping by, Jasmine. We'll see you tomorrow,
man.
brother.
Take care. See you tomorrow, man.
All right, see you.
All right. So, just a great job, Jasmine, coming through for the show. Appreciate him. Like I said, guys, you guys out there at the Giant games, if you ever run into this guy, give him some love, man. One of the best guys you're going to run into. Class dude all the way. Definitely a super fan. And also, if you are out there doing the fan voting for fan of the year, that's the man you want to give that vote to, for sure.
Exactly.
But that's gonna wrap up.
If they do the fan thing, one more before we wrap it up. If they do the fan thing, does that come with the Super Bowl tickets? Because if that's the case, then send him there.
I believe so because I think they honor them out there too as well in the Super Bowl. I believe
definitely send them out there.
Yeah. Like I said, one of the best dudes you're gonna run into. Super fan, has charities, everything. This man does it all, man. He is that guy for sure. But that's gonna wrap up today's show. All right. Giants will play the Commanders tomorrow, and you know what? Got to talk about it. Section 330 Crew Tailgate. We are now in lot J17, and we're starting at 9 a.m. Jose, give the information to the people out there, brother.
It's $25 in advance if you want to tailgate with us. We got all you can eat, all you could drink. 30 at the tailgate. We're gonna have sausage and peppers. I'm making some barbecue chicken tomorrow. I'm making of course, hamburgers, hot dogs. We got an open bar. You know what I mean? Like. We're going to have a game of beer pong tomorrow. It's going to be a very good time. Shit, after the game, we might play some spades if the Giants don't piss us off and we leave after the third quarter again. So, so come through.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like I've said many times on this channel, it's all love. You come with the 330 crew, you come show us some love. We give it right back. You'll have a good time. It's a family atmosphere. Everything you need. Food, drinks, good people. Stop by.
Good music too. Good music. Don't forget DJ Blaze
and Leon on the ones and twos.
The hookah papi is gonna be fucking spinning tomorrow.
For sure. We have a DJs as well as Jose mentioned. Good dudes. They take care of the music and will definitely know how to bring the fire, bring the good mojo vibes. You're gonna want to stop by. I'm telling you guys. You come out there, stop through. It is what it is, man. You're gonna love it and have a good time with the 330 crew. But before we go, I just want to thank everybody for stopping by. If you're not familiar with this channel, I'm just gonna ask that you like and subscribe to Born for Sports. I talk all sports, man. As you can see, big time Giants fan, the 330 crew. We always out here. We talk sports all the time, and we talk it all on this channel. Knicks, Mets, Yankees, Rangers, whatever you want to talk about, we do it all here, man. come through and stop by. But that's going to wrap it
Got a
up.
special guest here.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, I got a little special guest there.
Yes. So that's going to wrap it up, everybody. Thanks for joining us, the 330 Crew Roundtable. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Board for Sports. Let's go, Giants. Let's get this win tomorrow. Let's go, baby.